The trial of Daniel Penny continues as jury selection enters its third day. The Marine veteran is on trial for the 2023 death of Jordan Neely, a subway performer who Penny says was talking gibberish, throwing things, and threatening to kill everyone on an F train when Penny placed him in a fatal chokehold. Now, the case has raised many questions. Should Penny be charged with murder if he says he was acting in defense of others? Did the city fail to get Neely the help he needed? And where was law enforcement throughout the incident? Joining us now to discuss, CBS News law enforcement contributor and former deputy commissioner with the NYPD, Richard Esposito. Richard, good to see you here this morning. Let's start with Daniel Penny's side. He says Neely was acting erratically on the subway car, making people feel unsafe. He actually thought he himself was even in danger among other passengers, so he put Neely in a chokehold to subdue him and notably held him for several minutes. And that's when other bystanders have also at that point said they should let him go. From a public safety perspective, though, do you think his actions were warranted and reasonable?
The core of Neely's defense is, were his actions reasonable? He held him for a long time, but he's not a law enforcement person. He's not has the expectations of knowing exactly what you should do. Were his actions reasonable? Were they in self-defense? And that's at the core of what his attorneys will attempt to establish in this case.
So advocates for Jordan Neely say that he was experiencing a mental health crisis and wouldn't have hurt anyone. That's what they say. Now, they say Daniel Penny murdered him. And now there have been many instances of, the mental health crisis in the subway system is something we talk about a whole lot. But what should happen here? And what about, as far as the police, what they can possibly do to try to mitigate instances like this? Not all of them end in a fatality here, but mental health crisis in the subway system is obviously a pretty prevalent problem.
As always, the police become the tip of society's spear, the response to crises. But is that fair to police? Is that fair to the public? You ride the subway, I ride the subway. It has been an incredibly unpleasant experience, and people are scared. So should you intervene if something's happening in front of you, someone's threatening other passengers? What do? The police can't be expected to be in every subway car, nor can they be expected to be experts on mental health. So should the passengers be responsible for the overall failure to help these people?
And, and not to take sides here, though, but, you almost put yourself in that situation when you see or you hear somebody being accosted on the street or on the subway or something like that. Whereas in days past, you would jump in to help someone immediately. Now you really have to kind of give it pause because you're not sure from a mental health standpoint of what you're dealing with, who's armed, what they'll do in the event that you do try to step in to break something up. So, you put yourself in in Daniel Penny's position for a second in trying to subdue this person. It's like, well, then you say to yourself, when do you let go for fear that this person may get up and harm you or others?
Yeah, and anyone who's been involved in subduing a person will tell you that as you're doing it, things are moving really fast. And even if you're trained, you may not be aware of where you are in the moment. This is not a case that has similarities to some of the abusive incidents we've seen. This is a case where it's simply, did Daniel Penny go too far? And one of the interesting aspects is really going to be, can the prosecutor, Alvin Bragg, find a jury that might feel safe on the subway? The jurors are going to take the subway to and from this courthouse every day. And every day when you ride the subway, you're going to have somebody walk through a subway car shouting, screaming, scaring people. So what happens what do they look for in a jury? I'd be really interested in seeing what they're able to determine. And
now we're into day 3 of actually trying to seat a jury for this case. You think it's going to be difficult? And what we just talked about right there will probably be the defense that Daniel Penny's team will take, and that, hey, look, he was just trying to protect himself and others and had no idea that it escalated to this, where it actually, the chokehold, killed Neely.
Yeah. It's brought up these assertions of vigilante justice, and people have made what I consider inaccurate parallels to the Bernie Goetz case just about 40 years ago. Bernie Goetz shot 4 young men in the back. That has no resemblance to what Daniel Penny's done. But it is similar in that it's a polarizing case, and there are racial issues that have been raised. Whether or not they were in Daniel Perry's mind does not seem at issue right now. That'll come out in the trial as well.
And that'll be something we will watch play out for both the prosecution and the defense once they can actually seat a jury for this case. CBS law enforcement contributor Richard Esposito. Richard, good to see you once again. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Richard joins us every Wednesday, and you can find all of our conversations with Richard on public safety online at cbsnewyork.com.